The Far Cry series has always been known for the ways in which its systems interact with one another in complex ways. Far Cry 5's level editor, known as Far Cry Arcade this time around, lets you tinker with them in order to create custom single-player, co-op, and competitive multiplayer maps. Sporting over 9,000 objects and items, you'll be able to customize terrain, structures, vegetation, and even morph the land itself to create gaps or hills. Assets from other Ubisoft titles like Far Cry 4, Far Cry Primal, Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, and Unity will also be up for grabs. Don't expect anything too mind-blowing, although adding skyscrapers to your level is pretty cool. The arcade editor is split up into two different types. In one mode, you'll create levels designed to be played alone or with a friend in co-op. Each custom map will have 4 different objectives to choose from. Assault tasks you with clearing out an entire level of enemies. In Outpost, you'll try and clear out an enemy base while keeping an eye out for any alarms and other potential hijinks. Journey has you making your way to a specified waypoint and surviving whatever's in your path. And last but not least is Bounty Hunt. Find specified targets and take them out. The other mode focuses on creating maps for competitive multiplayer for up to 12 players. And as of right now, you can only choose from Deathmatch and Team Deathmatch. I've played a handful of rounds of Team Deathmatch, and although some of the more polished maps feel fun, it does just turn into a frenetic free-for-all. But that can be kind of fun too. Feels pretty old school. Until you see a bear around a corner and then join the fight. I'm sure people will find ways to have fun with it. After each round, the game gives you the option to vote on whether you like the map or not. Although I did see some maps that I disliked show up in my rotation again. Given how popular Battle Royale games have become, I personally wouldn't be surprised if we see that mode added to the multiplayer editor in the coming months. But that's just a guess, I don't know anything for sure. The map editor can take a while to get used to, and even when you do, it can be really cumbersome on console. Buildings or platforms that you'll want to use regularly are buried in the menus, and I got pretty tired of digging in and out of menus to find the one thing I was looking for. The camera and positioning of objects can also be a real pain, and it felt like trying to thread a needle. You'll awkwardly place a structure on a slight hill only to realize later that you can't even reach the stairs, or grab onto a zip line that's wedged too far into a rock. I never really felt like I was creating some lovingly handcrafted level, especially with a DualShock 4. I did find that the editor ran a bit smoother on PS4 Pro as opposed to the base level PS4. The PC version's editor still feels really complex, but much easier to navigate using a mouse and keyboard. During each editing session, meters at the top of the screen indicate how much of each object you can add before you hit a cap. So my dream of a map full of wild turkeys had to be scaled back just a bit. The other annoying thing is that you won't know if your map will work until you try to play it. If it can't run, the game sends you to a validator and lists the countless things wrong with your level one by one. You then have to select them all individually to fix them. It'd be great if the game just told you that it won't work as you create. The handful that are available now seem like a mixture of already existing levels and some really rough attempts at maps that weren't fun. But since the game just came out, I'm sure the community will cook up some interesting things soon. The good news is that you can enter a random playlist of levels and playtest level after level and gain experience for each one you complete. Gaining experience also grants you money to use for actual in-game items, like clothes and guns for your character. You'll also get points to spend on perks. Ubisoft has said they'll continue to support arcade and even have weekly events. It's fun to think about all the weird maps on the way from far more patient and talented budding designers. I'm sure they're bound to make some hilarious levels. Although I am determined to revive my turkey survival level. This time, it'll be perfect.